First, I'm going to communicate to you the last thing I saw, and we'll take it from there. The last thing I saw is, there it is, the scripture that the Lord gave me. It talked about how the king was rejoicing because of God's power. He was happy because of God's power. He won because of God's power, because God helped him. And why verse 7 said, because he relied on God. So my friend, weeks and weeks and weeks ago, the Lord laid upon my heart this: I quit. I don't know why, but when I said those words, I quit, I felt a release. I felt free. You see, I've been trying. And someone would say, that is your problem. You've been trying, you haven't been doing. Yes, I understand that. That's why I quit. Because I was not seeing the success that I wanted. I was trying this and that and the other, but I was failing. But something happened when I quit. I quit allowed me to let go of trying, let go of pursuing, let go, and I felt peace. And from that peace, creativity came forth. That's not unusual for me to have creativity. But this creativity, I was able to move upon it. Why? Because I quit. I quit allowed me to let go, not look at the response of my actions. I can't really explain it in detail now, but I quit was the key. But it was against everything I knew, everything I've been taught. Never give up, never quit, keep moving forward. And I am not a quitter. So I had to remind myself constantly that I quit. It sounds strange, doesn't it? Yes, it does. But there's power in quitting. And I've discovered that tonight. I've been pondering this thing over and over again, so many different ways, and it's so deep, and there's yet even more levels that I must come to understand. But where I am now, I can see that I quit is the key to so many people's success. I quit is for that person that's stressed out. It's not for the person that's not doing anything, because what are you going to quit doing? Perhaps you quit doing nothing. See, I quit implies that you are doing something. So how can I help you? Because I quit will allow you to replace what you're doing. Because you see, we're all busy. We're all doing something. Even if that something is nothing. But I quit will allow you to take that thing that you are doing and replace it with something else. And in one instance, the major instance for me is I quit depending on myself. I quit allowing myself to be in charge. I quit relying on my own understanding. And so I replace it with the Lord. You see, that's why that scripture is so important and why it comes into play here. We've been taught the hero story. And we've been trying to be the hero. But for many of us, that will not be our story. Because the hero in our story is not I. The hero in our story is He. And who is He? It is He that is greater within us than he that is in the world. He is the hero story in our life. That's why He could not allow you to succeed as long as I was in control. As long as I can pull up by my own bootstraps. I can be the success that I want to be. I've taken myself from zero to hero. That is not the hero story He wants for you. Well, that may be the hero story for others. But that has not worked for you, has it? That's because that's not your story. Your story is He is the hero. Now that scripture comes into focus, does it not? this king is successful. Why? Because of what God has done in his life. But we don't see what God is doing in his life. We don't see how God has helped him win. So he could inadvertently take credit for it all, but he did not, because he's relying on God. So the story goes, and we see that his success, his happiness, his joy, everything has come from another. It's come from he, the greater one. And he is rejoicing in that power. He is enjoying a power that is not his own. Would you rather enjoy your power or a power that is not your own? Because there is a greater power, an almighty power, and it is available to you. But how do you get that almighty power? By quitting. By taking the eye off the controls and allow him, who is greater, to take control. And it's as simple as acknowledging him by doing, for instance, I quit making decisions on my own. I acknowledge the Lord in all things. That's how that I quit will work. And you have to remind yourself, oh, that's right, I quit doing this. I rely on God. You have to remind yourself. I had to remind myself over and over again that I quit. That's before I had the second part. But now that I understand the second part, where I add the new thing to take the place of the old thing that I have been doing, we're replacing, because we're all doing. We're replacing that which is not working with that which will work. And that which is born of God overcomes the world. This is born of God. He is our hero's story. So we're going to talk about this more. We're going to learn how to apply it to your life and how you can begin to see success in an area that perhaps you have been struggling with for decades. But it's worth it.